Hello everybody, Gisele Grenier here. In this video lesson I'm going to be using some leftover pieces of art stuff and to upcycle and put it together into something else. So I'm going to try to remember. I got this burlap from Annie. I cut it up, thank you Annie, into a small piece. This paper came from my friend Cheryl, and the flower I think came from Cheryl as well. Box of everything fell on the floor and I tried to put everything back where it was. Button, that's something Joe picked out. And then I've got this card where I was doing demonstrations, and I just have this artist trading card here. So I cut the paper into strips, and I'm going to just do a very simple assemblage of just taking paper, stripping it across, putting it across, layering the flower with the button. Something very simple. So this is, other than this scrap burlap, this would have ended up in blue box. You don't want to try to keep everything, but it's nice when you can actually use up your leftover pieces. So first thing I want to do with this is I want to set everything back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use DecoArt Media White Gesso to obliterate some of this text. I'm going to use the matte medium as the glue. And then I'm going to paint the flower with the DecoArt Extreme Sheen Rose Gold. I'm going to apply a wash of color with transparent yellow iron oxide and vintage the edge with transparent red iron oxide. And I'm keeping all my paint on the palette and giving it a bit of a mist so that way I can use stuff for other projects. So let's do this first. I'm just going to use a kitchen wipe and just put that on. The good thing about using the kitchen wipe is that you can do it in layers, and because we're not adding any water, it dries very, very quickly, except when you pick up too much like I just did now. That's okay, because we can reuse these pieces, these cloths, in other artwork. There we go. It doesn't take much. Like that. All right. So putting that aside to dry, and let's work on the flower. I'm going to get another baby wipe. Just going to wipe off my hands. Extreme Sheen. Oh, yeah, that still hurts. So I'm going to just open up the lid, and it's going to use my grip tools, cotton swab, and just turn that. As you get older, arthritis, yeah, I can't shake the bottles the way I used to. And I should be able to have enough on here. Should be able to paint the flower. I don't know. We'll have to see. And what I love about, no, I won't have enough. What I love about these Extreme Sheen, it looks like liquid metal. It looks really beautiful. I'm just going to paint that. I'm going to paint everything, and just I'm also trying to cut down on the amount of drying time. There's some projects where I have to do them over 3 days, and that just sucks the creativity out of me. Okay, so that can go over there to dry. And then these papers, I think I picked these two. I'm just going to put some transparent yellow iron oxide on them. Just a wash. Don't need much. Don't need much. Just to age them a little bit. You can use whatever color you want. You can make them orange if you want. Nice and rough. And then take a paper towel before it dries. Just press it and lift it off, and you get some texture. Okay, let's put this over here. Use that for another project. Same thing with this one. I'm going to be doing a video demonstration coming up on DecoArt watercolor medium. It turns your acrylic paints into something like watercolors without, you know, adding a ton of water. And there. All right. Like that. So now I think, let me just do a dry fit. I think I may need to add a bit of color to this as well. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. No, I'm going to. It's too stark. So let's add some of that. Actually, let me get some matte medium, because that's a lot of water. The matte medium with the paint is just going to add some strength to the piece as well. Just lightly tinting it. Glue that paper down. You could stencil it, doesn't matter. We're just getting a little bit of color. The focus isn't this. Covered up that guy. The focus isn't the background. I like that texture, but adding this much medium was great for texture. Means it takes longer to dry. So you just have to be prepared for that. But because we've got the paper, let's do that there. And let's do this one here. Get a flat brush. Okay, and we'll just fold this over as well. Actually, I should just cut this. Just want to get out of the way for now. I hate getting my fingers in this stuff because it's so super sticky. Sorry if I was off camera there, sorry about that. There we go. And this now just has to dry. And it won't take long. And we'll just let that sit. I'm actually going to bring out some heavy gel medium to glue the rest of the stuff down because it's much thicker. It'll hold its shape a bit better. So I've got that all dry, so I'm going to put that right there. And then the flower, and then the button. Very, very simple. Nothing overly fancy. But what I also want to do, actually I should have did this first, is I'm just going to transparent red iron oxide and just going to work the edges. And then what I'm going to do is bring some color inside, like a vignette. The middle doesn't matter because there's something going to be covering it. Yeah, that's much better. Bring it towards, out, in. Oh, paper didn't dry there. You can actually just stamp like this to get some nice texture as well. And you do this as often as you want. Okay, now, you don't even have to wait for that to dry. Let's get, oh, here comes Mia. I love using this stuff. I think she just went onto my bed. Okay, like that. This way. Don't want to press too hard because I want it to stick up. Okay. Same thing with the flower. And you can paint the back side of the flower if you want. And this, before I even touch this after, I'll give it a good day. Actually, let me just put it on here. I would also normally use a glue gun, but it's so cold. Glue guns do not, hot glue is not forgiving when it's cold. That'll disappear. That's it. That is it. And then from there, I mean, if you have other leftover bits, I mean, I've got the burlap that I took off of that, and what else have I got? I've got all these, I've got some of these die cuts that were broken. Some are fine. You could take some random die cuts and you can, you know, put them in underneath. You can do a whole bunch of things. All right, so other than the flower that was kind of tattered, a piece of burlap, an artist trading card that we already used, there's, you know, using up your stash so stuff doesn't go to landfill. I'm going to get some raw umber here. So stuff doesn't go to landfill is a really good way of using up all your art material. And then the other thing you can do too with pieces, like, it's fine creating all this art, but then what do you do with it? Find somebody to give it to who could use a boost. Right now we're going through a really rough time outside with COVID-19, and you know, although you can't really put a lot of stuff in the mail, when this is a temporary situation, homing, it's a temporary situation, and you know, once it's all over, you know, find ways to bring some light to people that really had a hard time, and giving them little bits of art, even taking the art, packaging it up in bags long after the situation's over, and just leaving it out for found art. And people love that kind of stuff. Alrighty, so I really hope that you enjoyed this. If you're watching this on YouTube, click the link below, go over to the Facebook group, because that's where I'm hanging out with everybody who's making the cards. And if you're watching this in the Facebook group, I'd love to see your version of this. So take a piece of cardboard, scrap paper, scrap fabric, cutouts, whatever, and put it together using basically stuff that would have ended up, you know, in landfill or recycle, or stuff that you've been holding on to for years, and put something together. Didn't take very long, other than my talking to explain. Didn't take very long. Post your picture below along with some text with your artwork, and I look forward to seeing it. So until I see you in the next lesson, stay inspired.